Namaste. Welcome to day 14 of our 21-day series from achievement to alignment. We have just completed 2 weeks of this journey together. And as we close week 2, I'm going to begin with a thought that I'm sure is going to surprise you. After everything we have explored, I do not believe purpose is something that you find. In fact, I think that idea has created unnecessary pressure for many people. Somewhere along the way, we have been taught that purpose is a destination, a perfect career, calling, a single answer to our question, a magical moment where everything suddenly becomes clear, like a breakthrough. And so people spend years asking and seeking, what is my purpose? How do I find it? When will I finally know what my purpose is? But what if we are asking a very wrong question here? And what if purpose isn't a destination at all? What if purpose is a way of living really day by day? A way of showing up, of making choices, of relating to yourself and the world. Because if that is true, then purpose is not waiting somewhere in the future. It becomes available right now, in this conversation, in this day, in this choice. And that changes everything. Let's look back for a moment. At first glance, we explored many different topics: the blocks that hide our Swadharma, the power of stillness, the difference between ego and essence. We explored Karma Yoga, our inner authority, contribution over comparison. But beneath all these conversations was a common thread. Each episode was helping us remove something that prevents purposeful living. Fear pulls us away from purpose. Noise, ego, attachment, approval seeking, they all pull us away from our purpose. And perhaps the work of purpose is not about becoming someone new. Perhaps it is about becoming less distracted from who we already are. The Upanishads often describe wisdom as uncovering rather than acquiring. We uncover that we already have but is covered with something, right? So the truth is already there. The clouds simply need to clear. Purpose works much in the same way. One of the questions I hear most often is, how do I know my purpose? And my response is usually this: let's look at the clues, because purpose will leave clues. Notice what consistently energizes you. What conversations make you feel alive. Notice what problems you naturally want to solve. What burdens in the world touch your heart. Where people seek your help. Notice where your contribution creates an impact. Purpose rarely arrives as a lightning bolt. More often, it reveals itself as a pattern, a quiet thread running through your life. And when you begin paying attention to those patterns, you stop chasing purpose and start recognizing it. There is something fascinating in the Bhagavad Gita. By the end of 18 chapters, Arjuna has received extraordinary wisdom from Lord Krishna. But the story doesn't end there. The battlefield still remains. Decisions still need to be made. And Dharma still needs to be lived. The real work begins after the insight. And perhaps that is true for us as well. Purpose is not a realization that we'll have for once. It is a relationship we nurture. We nurture it again and again, day by day, season after season. A 25-year-old's expression of purpose may look very different from a 45-year-old's expression of a purpose. The roles have changed, circumstances are different, responsibilities may change. Yet the deeper thread remains, a commitment to living aligned with your values, your gifts, your dharma, your contribution. Patanjali gives us a beautiful word abhyasa, which is steady practice, consistent returning, not with intensity or perfection, but returning back again and again as per your capacity. This may be the most important lesson for week 2. Purpose is not found through a single breakthrough. It is cultivated through daily alignment. Every time you choose courage over fear, or stillness over noise, essence over performance, contribution over comparison, you are strengthening the pathway. You are practicing purpose. You are becoming a little more aligned with who you truly are. And that is the journey. As we complete week 2, I want to offer a simple reflection practice. It's not a complicated journal or life planning exercise. Just 3 questions. At the end of each day, just ask yourself, when did I feel most alive today? When did I feel most like myself today? And who benefited from my presence today? These questions reveal 3 powerful things: energy, authenticity, and contribution. And where these 3 intersect, purpose often reveals itself. You may also want to keep a simple contribution journal, 1 line each day. How did I make life slightly better for someone today? If you reflect on this daily, over time you will begin to notice patterns. And these patterns are often pointing towards your Swadharma. As we complete week 2, I invite you to stop asking, what is my purpose? And begin asking, what would purposeful living look like today? Because purpose is not a mountain peak you reach for once. It is a path you walk every day. Some days with clarity, some days with uncertainty, some days with confidence, few other days with doubt, but always with awareness, sincerity, and alignment. The Bhagavad Gita calls this Dharma. The Yoga Sutras call it Abhyasa. And we call it purposeful living. And perhaps that is what week 2 has really been about. Not finding purpose, but learning how to live it day by day, choice by choice, breath by breath. Before we close, I want to share something with you. Many of you have been walking this journey with me since day 1. And one thing that has become very clear: these conversations deserve more space than a few minutes on YouTube. So I'm currently exploring the possibility of creating a deeper guided journey around purposeful living. A structured experience where we can go beyond concepts and actually practice these ideas together. It is still taking shape, and I'd love to hear your input. So if this interests you, there is a short form in the description of this video. I request you to fill in that form and share your ideas. You can also visit my website to learn more about my work and stay informed as this evolves. I would love to contribute to this journey together. Remember, purpose is not something you find. It is something you live. Namaste.